Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Dave here with Go Gamers, and today we're going to be taking a look at this Xbox Series X that a customer actually found in a dumpster. So let's go over to the upper cam and see what we got going on. All right, so we have a Xbox Series X, as you can see right here. It's pretty badly scuffed up. We actually had a customer actually come inside of one of our store locations and actually sell us his game console. He came to us saying that he found it in a dumpster. It was inside of a box. And he didn't have any cords or anything with it, so he wanted us to test out the game console. Well, we tested out and it, in fact, did not work. So he just decided to sell it to us for parts. So we purchased the game console, and what we found out with this game consoles when my employees was buying in this game console is that something is going on with the HDMI port. Now, we can go over here to the microscope and hope that you guys can be able to see. All right, so as you can tell, as under the microscope, that HDMI port is bent out of place. So we're going ahead and open this thing up, put in a brand new HDMI port, and see what we could be able to get done after that. So let's get this thing down to the motherboard and see what we got going on. All right, so as you can see right here on the upper cam, someone actually tried to enter inside this game console and repair the HDMI port themselves. As you can see, did a horrible job. Port completely popped out. And yeah, so we're gonna have to grab a new port and clean this whole area up. So let's go ahead and get the Kapton tape put in place for this game console first. And then let's go ahead and grab the new HDMI port. All right, I also want to point this out as well. Looks like we are missing one of the copper pads. So we are more than likely going to have to line up another trace right here in order to get that pin connected to the motherboard. But first, let's go ahead and put all new solder down first. I'm going to apply my 8341 no clean flux. Turn on my fume extractor. All right, and now let's go ahead and apply all new solder. All right, so now we're gonna take our new HDMI port, which is right here, our heat gun right here. We're gonna put it underneath the motherboard, let it heat up this solder. We're gonna fit this brand new HDMI port on here. All right, so we have all of the solder points soldered down. Now I'm just taking off the Kapton tape and seeing how I'm going to get this last solder point in there. I've never had to do this just yet on the Xbox Series, so I gotta find a good spot to be able to scrape and find some copper to be able to get that last point put on there. We might be in luck. Let's see, because this right here, let me actually clean off my tweezers. This right here, we might be able to, yeah, we should be able to connect a small little copper point right there. Let's see. So what I'm gonna do is grab my 34 AWG copper, and so this is 34 AWG copper. I'm just gonna cut off a little bit of it and see if I can be able to get this in there. All right, so that actually worked out great. So as you can see, we was able to just take, oh geez, got that off of that tweezer. These tweezers get dirty, but we was able to just get that connected to the point that broke off. So that makes it a lot easier because you can see the EMI filters on here, there's actually no solder point. So this actually makes it a little bit difficult. And I think the only point we can be able to solder on is up here, where there's a little point where you can be able to scrape off and solder on to that point. But that's still a lot more work than what it would be on the Xbox One, where you could just solder it straight into the leg of the EMI filter. So luckily this was like that. So I'm just going to take my Q-tip now, clean this area up. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back together, make sure that it does work. And actually, before I put it back together, it's kind of hard to see, but what I could go ahead and do is put a little bit of solder on these anchor points, which it looks fine, but just to play it safe, I'll put a little bit of solder on those anchor points. So that should be good. So let's get this put back together and see what we got going on. All right, so we have the Xbox Series X put all the way back together. And now we're going to go ahead and turn it on. So I'm going to press the power button. Console fan is spinning. See if we get any video. All right, so video and sound. And it actually looks great. So let's make sure it can load up to the dashboard. Loads up to the dashboard just fine. So looks like we actually just fixed this Xbox Series X. Let this be a valuable lesson to anyone that plans on throwing out their game consoles. I've been doing repairs for like 14, 15 years now, for a very long time. I've seen a lot of people come across game consoles that they found in dumpsters, garbage bins, in abandoned houses, and people bring these game consoles to us, and we have a high success rate at repairing these game consoles. Obviously, you get those consoles where it just got mangled up so much in the trash bin that I just tell the person it's pointless to even try working on something like this. Now, as you can tell, someone literally just threw out a $500 game console in the dumpster, and someone sold it to us, got paid for that, and now we are now the owners of a game console that we was able to repair. Now we're going to be able to turn around and sell this game console that was initially found in the dumpster. But besides that, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did like this video, make sure go ahead and smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you are brand new. And if you do want something repaired, you can go ahead and send it out to us. If you have something that you tried to have someone else repair, they couldn't do it, I'll be more than happy to take a crack at it and to make a video on that repair item that you will want us to look at. But besides that, I'll catch you guys on the next video, and I'll see you guys on the flip side. See ya.